All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Martin Kepman. He is the CEO of Manganese X Energy Corp. And Martin, it's good to see you. How are you?
Hey, pretty good. Glad to meet you, and thanks for giving us the opportunity to tell our compelling story about Manganese X. We're really excited to get going.
Yeah, and I know that you've had some big news recently. We'll talk about that in just a second, but maybe just give us a bit of background on Manganese X.
Okay, that's a very great way to start. I'm the CEO of Manganese X Corporation. We have one of the largest carbonate deposits in North America. It's located in Woodstock, New Brunswick. We've got all the amenities there. We're 5 miles off the Trans-Canada. We're 14 kilometers away from Holston, Maine. We're right near the gateway of all the shipping channels. We're really strategically located. We found that property in 2016. We had this vision of manganese, where it was going to go in the EV battery space. And it's amazing, this story, because it's really progressed. It's unbelievable of where manganese has gone and has become a very, very integral part of the EV battery space. So we're really excited. We've taken a very low-grade carbonate, which nobody around that area could be able to mine and produce economically, and we've turned it into this high-grade manganese product, which is a precursor to the cathode now. And we just finished this pilot. We're finishing off this pilot project now, which is going to be finished in the first quarter. And guess what? We're already sending out samples from our pilot project to OEMs to be pre-qualified and pre-tested in their cathode. And I think that's an amazing, amazing, stimulating story. We took from nothing into something.
Yeah, and in fact, you just signed an MOU with a U.S. battery technology company called C4V. So tell me how that this MOU relates into what you're talking about.
Well, that's very, very interesting part because, as I said before, we've got this manganese property, and our mission is to become the first mining company in North America to mine high purity manganese sulfate and progress it into an EV battery, and to be the first supply chain company supplying this high purity manganese to the North American markets and possibly Europe and world. That's our mission is to be the first publicly traded mining company to commercialize high purity manganese.
So what will you do with CV4 then? How will that work?
That's a very interesting question. In 2022, they called us up, okay, and because we are a domestic manufacturer, and because they knew what our mission statement was, they were looking for a sustainable North American supply chain company. And guess what? We're like the only game in town. So, and they knew a lot about, we have a patent pending technology, and they knew a lot about our technology, which we're able to convert our manganese into a high purity manganese sulfate. And they were very impressed with our company. And they said, hey, you're located in New Brunswick. We're located in New York. We also have a gigafactory in Australia. Hey, why not come in and let's talk about setting up some type of agreement, an MOU agreement for an offtake deal. So we talked in many times, and it's taken us like over a year to be able to finish our almost complete our pilot project and produce these high purity samples. But the most interesting part about it is that they're very interested because they have such stringent high quality standards, because there's so many contaminants in high purity manganese, and it has to be reduced to such low standards, low ppms per million, that they said, okay, let's give it a try. So we've sent out a sample to them already with something called a certificate of analysis, which breaks down all the contamination levels. And we're very, very proud to say that, in our opinion, we've really reached all those standards, which is just incredible, because there's so many other companies in the world striving to achieve those standards, those quality standards. So they're testing it right now. So we're excited. And also, we're getting a lot of other calls from other companies right now right now, you know, and we have a lot of other interested parties that want to start testing our samples from our pilot project. So we're really
Oh,
excited.
yeah, very exciting, Martin. So what's the plan for 2024 then? Is just as we wrap up, give me sort of some thoughts on what's ahead for this year.
Okay, we're going to continuing on to send out samples to prospective OEMs and EV cell manufacturers. That's one of our keys. And we're going to go on with our pre-feasibility study right now and continually upgrade our technology, because our technology is so robustly economical now. It's patent pending, and continue on to rock and roll and get this project into production.
Well, it's an exciting time for you and the team, Martin. Thank you so much. Great to get an update on what's been going on at the company, and we look forward to talking to you again, okay?
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, there's Martin Kepman, the CEO of Manganese X Energy Corp.